Go.
Hi, I'm Mr. Sweeterman, and I'm here to talk to you about the Earth. Our Earth is a wonderful place for us to live, and one of the main reasons why it's such a great place to live is because plants can grow on our Earth. Now, in order for plants to grow, they need something that's called thermal energy. That's just heat. So it needs heat. Where do we get that heat from on Earth? Well, right now, I don't see it, but I know it's coming because it's starting to get light out. It is, right now, it is 7:50 in the morning, and we're just about ready to take the temperature of your Orchard Park gardens. And you're like, well, why do we need to take temperature? Well, in order for plants to grow and thrive, they have to have a certain level of temperature in the ground. And what warms up the ground? Well, our beautiful sun that is coming up soon. So now, how are we going to measure the temperature? Well, first of all, we're going to measure the air temperature today. And this thermometer will keep out. It is about, 62 degrees, maybe 61? Yeah, so that is the air temperature right now. We're going to set this right here. Well, maybe. That's measuring the temperature of the air. And the sun actually warms up the air too. The heat energy from the sun will warm up our air. Now we are going to measure the temperature of the ground, of the soil in our garden. So I have here, this is called a soil thermometer, and what this does is this is a probe, and this probe is able to take the temperature of the soil. So we stick this in the ground and we will find the temperature, and it reads the temperature right there. Now, isn't that interesting that when I press that it says 62 degrees? Because right now it's just taking the temperature of the air. So we're going to stick it in the ground. I already have one in the ground, and that temperature is reading 53 degrees. And so it's 9 degrees cooler than it is in the ground. Is 9 degrees cooler than the air. So we're going to see what happens throughout the day. Now I'm going to stick this one in the ground too. So watch how I do this. I just stick it in there like that. And now we're going to leave it there for the entire day. And we are going to check up on this about every 3 hours and see what happens. And what's so great about doing things like this is that we really don't know what's going to happen. We can make a prediction. We can say what we think might happen, but until we experiment with it, we really don't know what's going to happen. So you are going to get the chance of discovering and exploring with us. I'm so excited, and until about 3 more hours from now, I'll see you later. This is Mr. Sweeterman again, same day, just 3 hours later. It is now 11 a.m. and we have a chart that we're recording our data. The data is the information that we are getting from our thermometers that is measuring the amount of thermal energy or heat energy in the air and in the soil. So we have right here at 8 a.m., if you remember, it was 62 degrees Fahrenheit. That was the air temperature, and the soil temperature was 53 degrees Fahrenheit. Now, let's look at it 3 hours later. So let's first of all look at the soil temperature. And the soil temperature, let me turn it on. Let's see what pops up. 55 degrees Fahrenheit. 55. Whoa, let's write that down. It went up 2 degrees Fahrenheit. So I'm going to record my data. 55 degrees Fahrenheit. I'm going to have to get a new marker. And then air temperature. Now, we'll see what this says, because I know it's not correct. So I have to come up with a different thermometer. I know it, that it's not correct, but we will see. I got to look at a different thermometer because this says it's 80 degrees. And so something's wrong with the thermometer, or I had it in the wrong location. So it wasn't taking just the air temperature. So now we'll go ahead and we will find out what the temperature is right here with using a different measurement, you know, a different tool than this tool. Okay, so pretty exciting. Oh, hold it. We have, oh, it's 70 degrees on this person's watch. And so we will go ahead and mark down 70 degrees. That's awesome. That's the air temperature. Okay, until the next time, till 2 o'clock. I'll see you then. Okay, everybody, it is now 2 p.m. and we are going to check the air temperature and the soil temperature to see what's happening, see if there's any changes. So let's first of all, let's look at the soil temperature. If we look at the soil temperature, we haven't taken this out or done anything with it. What does that say, 65?
Yes.
Holy cow. Wow. 65 degrees Fahrenheit. Wow. Now, the air temperature, as you know, the tool, the thermometer that we were using didn't work very well. And so we ended up taking another tool, and it's the same thermometer, but it's in the, and it's 77. Now, what does your watch say?
75.
So since we used the watch the last time, we're going to use the watch again. And guess what? It's about the same. So we're really close. And so we now have it. The air temperature is 75 degrees Fahrenheit. The F stands for Fahrenheit. Now, it's important that we gather the data and write it down so we don't forget. Okay? So we're gathering data, and I can't wait to see what it's like at 5 o'clock. All right, I'll see you in a couple of hours. Okay, it is 5 o'clock and we're ready to gather more data. As you can see, this chart is getting nice and full. And so we are going to go ahead and continue measuring the heat energy, how much heat energy is in these things. And so when we look at the temperature of the soil, the thermal energy of the soil, if you look at 5 o'clock, we are at 70 degrees Fahrenheit. Holy cow. I am shocked. I am absolutely shocked at how warm that soil has warmed up. I mean, we started at 53 degrees. Wow. And now I am going to look at over here. I think we got this thermometer in the right location, and it says about 73 degrees. And then this thermometer also says 73 degrees. So that is the air temperature. So I'm going to record the air temperature. All right. So now we have, I'm curious, 75 degrees and 73 degrees, but this went up, this went down. Wonder what's going on. Interesting. Curiosity questions. Okay. We are going to have our last one coming up soon. I'll see you then.
Go ahead.
Hi, everybody. So This is our last recording. This is at 8 p.m. tonight. It is dark out. The sun is gone. No more energy from the sun. So let's take the temperatures. Let's see how much thermal energy is out here, still in the grounded in the air. So in the air, it's still showing about 62 degrees here, and then our thermometers here, ooh, this one's now 63, so it's about 63, 62, this one, yeah, 62 degrees. Now let's see what the soil temperature is. All right, what does it say?
67.
67. Wow.
Oh,
So the soil, hold it. Let's look at this. I have so many questions. So the soil started out colder at 8 a.m. than the air temperature, but then 12 hours later at 8 p.m., it is 67 degrees Fahrenheit. It cooled down some, but not as much as the air temperature, which was 63. Is that what you said?
Yeah, good.
63 degrees Fahrenheit. Wow. Oh, look. The air temperature at 8 a.m. is just about the same as the air temperature at 8 p.m. 53, 55, 65, 70, and then down to 67. This is fascinating. And now it's time for us to figure out, what does this all mean? Oh, all right. Talk to you soon.